Recent studies have uncovered many negative effects that affect society and our lives. Spending hours on social media could be adversely affecting your mood, including symptoms of anxiety and depression. It also affects sleep patterns by prolonged usage and a general addiction. A shocking fact that I learned was social media is addicting. Some say it's more addicting than cigarettes. The more you use social media, then the more likely you will experience the bad sleeping patterns. I have felt of that. I go lay down in bed and I'm like, I'm going to go to sleep. Well, let me just check my social media one more time. If you feel like your sleep patterns or quality are affected, try and avoid spending significant amount of time on social media. Could social media sites be causing anxiety and depression? Or is it what we're seeing negatively affecting us? Or is it the amount of time that we're spending on the sites? People spend 2 or more hours a day on their social media sites. But the recommended amount of time you should spend is only 30 minutes a day. Having the availability and time to use the social media causes compulsive use, otherwise known as a general addiction. When's the last time you went out to dinner and saw family on their phones? Well, last week my husband and I went to an old Chicago restaurant here in Rockford, and I walked out of the bathroom and I saw this family, which I know them, and the mom and dad were on their phones and their son was just sitting there kind of looking at the TV. But whenever my husband and I go out, the phones get put down, specifically at dinner time. No phones at dinner. Let's talk. How's your day? What are you up to? What's going on at school? What's going on with everything, with your friends, everything. That's what you would say. So I kind of wanted to go up to these people that I knew and say, hey, guess what? I'm writing a paper about this. Can I use it as an example? I didn't ask. I just used it. But I didn't give names, so it's all right. Social media can be a great tool if it's used correctly, but most likely it's being overused. Another thing that social media does cause is cyberbullying. It affects kids and adults. In some cases, it drives some to suicide. One case of cyberbullying, my daughter uses Snapchat, and she was getting bullied on there. So she went to the school, and as most of you know, Snapchat just deletes after it's opened or whatnot. And you can screenshot whatever it is, but the other person knows that you've done that. So the school said, well, you're going to need evidence of that. So next time she opened something from the person, I said, let me stand above you and record just to make sure if that's what it is. Sure enough, I caught it, turned it in. The other person said, I didn't do it. Well, guess what? There's proof that you did this time. So think about that one. And another type of anxiety that is caused is called FOMO, or fear of missing out. So we have the urge to check social media to see, what am I missing out on? What's on there? 98% of college students ages 18 to 24 use social media, and that was a study done by Experian Simmons. The most commonly used by teens is, surprise, surprise, Snapchat. Adults use Facebook more. Social media was created to help people stay in contact with family and friends, but it's not always used like that. It has people feeling isolated.